Shall
Oh,
shall we start?
yes. Om Shanti and a very good morning. Let's take a couple of moments to stabilize ourselves. Today's Murli is dated 11th May 1983, and the title of today's Murli is O Youth, Become Instruments for the Task of World Transformation. So let's start with listening to what Baba has to convey to us through this Murli. Today, Bapdada is seeing the gathering of holy swans, each of who is seated on the seat of a swan. The seat of a swan is the stage of each elevated holy swan, that soul being lost in the love of belonging to the one Father and none other. Bapdada is pleased to see such holy swans. Each holy swan is a knowledgeable yogi and world benefactor soul. The remembrance of the Father, the Comforter of hearts, is merged in the heart of each one of you. Each of you is engrossed in creating your present and future with a lot of love. At no time during the whole cycle, other than at the confluence age, can you see such an elevated gathering. Will you be able to see again one family, one love, and one aim? Baba's asking, will you be able to see again one family, one love, and one aim apart from this time of the confluence age? Babdada is also very proud of his children. This is such a big gathering of the family, and because each one of you is the child of the elevated father, you have a right to the father's inheritance. So, on seeing so many children who have a right, the Father is also pleased that each one of you children is a lamp of the clan. You are souls who are instruments for world transformation. Each sparkling star is one who gives light to the world. Each one's imperishable line of fortune is visible on the forehead. Such an elevated gathering is of those who have the determination to establish one direction, one kingdom, and one religion. Such an elevated gathering is of those who have the determination to establish one direction, one kingdom, and one religion. Bapdada was seeing the youth wing, whether you are a Kumar or a Kumari. Each one of you has in your mind the enthusiasm that all of you will definitely enable your world, your country, and souls who are wandering around searching for peace and happiness to find that. Whether you are a Kumar or a Kumari, each one of you has in your mind the enthusiasm. What is the enthusiasm? that all of you will definitely enable your world, your country, and souls who are wandering around searching for peace and happiness to find that you will definitely enable your brothers and sisters to receive a right to happiness and peace, that you will once again make your world into a world of happiness and peace. Baba's asking, you have this determination, do you not? What can such a big gathering not do? Firstly, you are elevated and pure souls, and so you have the power of purity. Second, because of being Master Almighty authorities, you have all the powers with you. You have the power of the gathering, and together with that, because of being Trikaldarshi, you know that you have been world transformers many times previously. Therefore, because you have been victorious every cycle, victory is still now guaranteed for your task of world transformation. There is no question as to whether you will or will not be. Babdada is saying, therefore, because you have been victorious every cycle, victory is still now guaranteed for your task of world transformation. And that there is no question as to whether you will be victorious or you will not be victorious. It's very clear that you will be victorious. You are those who are victorious due to having faith in the intellect. You do experience that the world of happiness is now about to come. Do you not? It is guaranteed that the masters of the world have already received the kingdom of the world. What will the young youth wing do? Give this good news to the political leaders of your country and the world. Whatever dreams you have about something should be like, we will definitely fulfill that desire of yours. Whatever dreams you have about something should be like, we will definitely fulfill that desire of yours. You will not just end up one type of overpriced in the country, but two. Things are costly because of the costliness of good character. When the costliness of good character, that is, when the sorrow and peacelessness due to the poverty of good character is removed, all souls will not only become wealthy, but they will also claim a right to the kingdom. Fulfill this pure hope and demonstrate this to the instruments souls of the world. We will definitely make our country elevated and we will make it prosperous so that there will neither be any lack of attainment nor will there be any of the many problems due to the lack of attainment. We will definitely make our country elevated and we will make it prosperous so that there will neither be any lack of attainment nor will there be any of the many problems due to the lack of attainment. Don't just tell everyone about this determined thought, but demonstrate it by becoming samples of transformation. Because people everywhere have heard many slogans inspiring them to have faith. Baptada saying, don't just tell everyone about this determined thought, but demonstrate it by becoming samples of transformation. Why? Because people everywhere have heard many slogans inspiring them to have faith. They have heard so much that they don't now have any faith left in anyone. It has all been big talk so far. That is the reason there is no faith that is left in anyone about the transformation. That's why Bapdada says, demonstrate. Those who say this have seen a lot and also now believe the truth to be deceit. So don't just speak about it. Let it not be your mouths that speak, but let the greatness of your lives speak. Baba's taking not talking about words, but Baba's talking about actions. Let it not be your mouths that speak, but let the greatness of your lives speak. Let the sparkle of purity of each of you holy swans be visible from your behavior. Let the power of the elevated awareness of all of you create hope in souls who have no hope and create power in them. Let the power of the elevated awareness of all of you create hope in souls who have no hope and you create power in them. Do you understand what the youth wing has to do? Politicians of today are afraid because of the destructive acts carried out by youths. Therefore, all of you world benefactors, the youth wing of this country of Bharat, you must prove to them that you will make Bharat the most elevated heaven in the whole world and show the world that Bharat is the ancient, imperishable, prosperous, and the most elevated country. Bharat is the lighthouse that gives spiritual light to the whole world. Why? Because when they recognize who it is that is inspiring you to carry out this elevated task, there will be no need for any questions to arise. Bharat is the lighthouse that gives spiritual light to the whole world. Because when they recognize who it is that is inspiring you to carry out this elevated task, then there will be no need for any questions to arise. Give the introduction of the Father to your lives and your acts. You have such courage, do you not? Bapdada asks, what do you Kumaris think? When people worship Durga, they consider themselves to be fortunate. How many Durgas are there here? I was giving a title to everyone. How many Durgas are there here? Each one of you Shiv Shaktis is one who will show wonders. You are the same Shaktis who are worshipped in every home, are you not? So, O Shiv Shaktis, at least give your devotees some fruit. The poor, helpless devotees have become tired of offering you fruit. In Bhakti Marg, in religious practices, disciples come, the bhakts come, and they keep on offering various things to the deities. So Bhagavad says the poor, helpless devotees have become tired of offering you fruit. They have offered you so much fruit through their religious practices. They have offered you so much fruit. Therefore, in return for that devotion of theirs, you will at least give them some fruit. Do you not feel mercy for the devotees? Right now, if we go and see the various practices that prevail in the religious beliefs that people have, someone is offering milk, someone is offering oil, someone is offering fruit, vegetables, dry fruits, money, ornaments. Do you not feel mercy for those devotees? Even the Pandavas are not, even the Pandavas are being worshipped. It's not only the Shiv Shaktis, even the Pandavas are getting worshipped. Nowadays, Mahavir, Hanuman is worshipped a lot. And secondly, Ganesh, the destroyer of obstacles, is also worshipped. Everyone is performing devotion with the desire of receiving power. They do idol worship because they have a desire that they will receive power by offering those offerings. Give such devotee souls the fruit of all powers. Show them the way to overcome all obstacles easily for all time. Liberate them from calling out and making them into embodiments of attainment. The youth wing has to do this service. Do you understand? Acha, to those who with their elevated lives create the lives of many others, to those who fulfill the good wishes of all the people of Bharat for an elevated and happy world, to those who ignite the lamp of elevated character in every home, to those who enable souls who lack anything to receive all attainments, to the elevated souls who have such determination and whose victory is guaranteed. Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. To those who, with their elevated lives, create the lives of many others, to those who fulfill the good wishes of all the people of Bharat for an elevated and happy world, to those who ignite the lamp of elevated character in every home, to those who enable souls who lack anything to receive all attainments. to the elevated souls who have such determination and whose victory is guaranteed. Bap Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. And from us children, love, remembrance, and namaste to our dearest, sweetest Bap Dada. Bap Dada constantly has hopes in the Kumars. Kumars can transform the world. If all the Kumars have determination and move forward, they can perform great wonders. You are Kumars who will perform wonders, are you not? Just be careful. Bap Dada is able to take a photograph automatically. You are Kumars with determination, are you not? Kumars have a lot of physical strength, and this is why they are able to do double the work. You can be very good, cooperative souls in the task of establishment. Kumars always have one thing in their intellects, that is, just my Baba and my service and nothing else. Those who constantly have Baba and service in their intellects easily become conquerors of Maya. Kumars simply have to pay attention to one thing, that is, keep yourselves constantly busy, not idle. Keep both your bodies and intellects busy. Become busy men, not businessmen. Babdada says, become busy. How? By keeping your bodies and intellects busy. Keep on contributing. Constantly have Baba and service in their intellects. Keep constantly doing that. Not become transactional. That is, not becoming like a businessman who looks for profits in everything. Just as you set your timetable for actions, so also set a timetable for your intellect for the day. Now I have to think this. Now I have to do this. If your timetables are set, you will remain busy in that way. Maya cannot attack in any way those who remain busy. So find a way to keep your intellects busy. Just as there are ways of keeping yourself busy physically, so to let there constantly also be remembrance in the intellect. Remain busy in intoxication. Do you know how to create such a timetable? Make a discipline for all time. Just as other disciplines are set, make this discipline too. I have to do this. Then you can perform whatever wonders you want with this determined thought. Once you make this discipline of, I have to do this, then you can perform whatever wonders you want with this determined thought. Kumars are the stars of Bapdada's task. Kumars become instruments for service. Kumars also run around whatever service there is to do Kumars have special parts in that. So have the intoxication that you are special souls who have special parts, who have special roles to play. Maintain this happiness. So we shall see what the group of Kumars do practically. You have to demonstrate this by doing something, not just speaking about it. You are those with faithful intellects and who have zeal and enthusiasm for service. You are unshakable, not those who shake. So, you unshakable souls have to make other souls unshakable in the same way. Become great donors and continue to donate. When your treasure store, that is your bhandara, is overflowing, you have to donate to many others. Constantly continue to make service progress. Let it not be that today you had a chance and so you did it, and that you think you will do it when you are given the chance. No. Those who have treasures will find poor people anywhere. Such a powerful statement Bapdada has made. Those who have treasures will find poor people anywhere. They will beat the drums and definitely donate because they know that by donating charity, they will receive charity. Those donations are perishable and can also be based on selfish motives. But all of you are great donors of the imperishable treasures. Therefore, increase service, have a race, and become great donors. Do everything with faith. Don't think that the land is like this or that. The time has now changed, and along with the time, the land is also changing. There is no longer the result on this land that you had earlier. Time is changing the atmosphere. Even the desires of souls are changing. They all feel the need for this. It is now the time. And according to the time, become constantly great donors. If not with words, then with your mind. And if not with your mind, then with your deeds. To transform a soul with your deeds is to serve with your deeds. You can even transform a soul with your connection. Become such servers every day. Look at the result of whatever service you did with your thoughts, words, and deeds. How many did you serve today? With how much zeal and enthusiasm did you serve today? You have you yourselves need to look at the results every day. Make progress in terms of the speed of the self and service. Now, bring about some newness. You opened centers and Gita Pathshalas and had melas. That is now something of the past. Now invent something new. Definitely have the aim of bringing about some newness in yourself and definitely have the aim of bringing about some newness in yourself and service. Otherwise, you will get tired, and at other times, you will become bored. When there is newness, you will constantly have zeal and enthusiasm. So, Bab Dada saying, invent something new and definitely have the aim of bringing about some newness in yourself and service. Because if we don't have newness, sometimes you will get tired and sometimes you will get bored. So, when there is newness, you will constantly have zeal and enthusiasm. Acha, let's take a pause here. We shall continue the rest of the Murli tomorrow. Let's take a couple of moments to reflect on the learnings that Bab Dada has imparted through this Murli so far. Then come back ready to share. Okay, you can come back, be ready to share. Today, incidentally, on the group, today all Shiv Shaktis are there. No Pandavas are there right now.
Right in the beginning of the Murli, Baba is putting us in the intoxication of that we've been always been victorious in every kalpa. So just get present to your own greatness. And then he speaks about being a pure soul, and with your purity is the first ground for you to stand for the world transformation. So the base here is remembering, being in the self-respect, that victory is guaranteed. Just go on taking actions. That's one reflection from the first point of the Murli.
Yes.
Om Shanti Vimeshwar.
Yes, good job.
Om Shanti.
Shanti.
For me, since yesterday, this Murli has been Kumar's thing, where Baba has just put the Kumar on his shoulders, I think. Looks like there was a heavy Kumar's bhatti during that time. And as I even shared yesterday, uh, I remember that scene, especially I remember the face of Chandrahas Bhai and all of them, the gleam of hope which was there in that particular session when Baba was talking. And each of these youth, they had worn these Gandhi caps. I still remember that. But today, when you started reading, if you see even the title, Oh Ye, so immediately my mind just shifted to what really attracted me when I was young was Swami Vivekananda's speech to the youth. When his powerful speech and all, when he spoke, of course, what he spoke was in Chicago, but every time when he addressed the youth, asking them to have be strong in their action, to have tolerance, to have acceptance, and to be reliant, confident. And this famous quote, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. That determination. And if you see, he was an incarnation of purity, even his personality, which one, with the way he stood, determination. I don't know, that picture was coming in me, especially when the Murli started with, oh, youth, become instruments. But Baba here has called them as the holy swans. So I was just thinking, wow, why did Baba today call them as holy swans? Because holy swans, I just think about the power of discerning, the power of picking up, the power of just spreading virtues here and there. When Baba is speaking about world transformation, especially to the youth to bring, so I was just saying, how could the picture of swan really bring about that enthusiasm? But here Baba is saying, is relating their enthusiasm for their world, their country, how to bring about peace and happiness. I think it was wonderful. And even in between the language and all, brothers and sisters, when it came, really it was like a speech form for me to know what Baba is talking and what he's speaking about, the things which you need, purity and authority for really bringing about world transformation. I think if we could really, what to do, bullet these speeches into points to find out what Baba really, there are a lot of bullet points and all over here. And here even as you said, Chief Shaktis, I was just thinking, uh, what what was the reference for Kumar's to Shiv Shakti? So probably Baba was comparing it with Mother Dutta. There's a lot of, I found a point, which will arise the energy in the youth. For me, it looked more like a speech to the Kumars. Om Shanti.
Yes, indeed. Oh, wonderfully, Babdada said that each one of you children is a lamp to the clan. The lambs who are sold, who are souls, who are instruments. for world transformation, and each lamp is sparkling like a star, giving light to the world. Master fathers, master creator children. I feel in this Murli Baba has also shown a path or an approach where there is empathy, compassion. Of course, every Murli carries an element of that. But in this, there is a deep desire and a drive to contribute to the other souls around and to elevate them. The example that Baba gave about practices that happen at the religious front where offerings, Baba says, the devotees are tired of offering. There's so much of apathy, there is so much of pain that comes out of obliviousness, coming out of attachments about the needs, the wants, which they feel that, yeah, we want this, only then our life will be complete. And then the Pandavas and the Shiv Shaktis, they are showing that light, that awareness, that happiness and peace is within you, is when you get connected to the one, nothing and nowhere else. Yes, who else would like to share?
Dinesh, I just wanted to ask you something. See, this concept of Kumar, like, I remember when it was young, they used to say, catch them young. Is it because of the physical strength, or is it because none of their energies have been dissipated like the other senior people and all? Or is it really that the Kumar, I'm talking two concepts of Kumar. One is, see, our Kumars are double Kumar. They are Kumars to the world and Kumars in the Brahmin family. I am talking about both aspects. Is it that's why hopes are generally pinned on these people because they are future generations? And do they really fulfill those hopes? Are they really those pinnacles of strength? Aren't mothers even such strength? So, what is the strength and hope which is generally pinned on these Kumars? Because Baba, in one paragraph, has really given all the physical strength and all to them. You can just relate it being a Kumari also.
Sketchup, and what I believe or what my perspective is that the roles are divided. Of course, all are Brahmins and all are Baba's children. But Shiv Shaktis have mainly been given the responsibilities of Palna, of taking care of nurturing and holding the foundation strong, uh, and to carry off the tasks which require strength. For that, the Pandavas have been put in the front. It's not that the Shiv Shaktis can't do it or uh, the Pandavas can't do what Shiv Shaktis are doing, but to the respective strengths that each one would carry. There is a blend of understanding of the division of the roles that would go in. It will be synchronized in a way with the purpose of having the yagya grow, the purpose getting fulfilled of creating the golden age again together. So that's why Baba said, no, that not only the Shiv Shaktis are worshipped, even the Pandavas are worshipped. So anything that has got to do with the physical strength mainly is it is considered for the Pandavas. Anything to do with emotional strength or something from within where to make the foundation strong, it's the Shiv Shaktis. This is my perspective. I didn't think about it till the time you asked this question. But in this moment, yes, this is what is coming to me.
Thank you. Baba Sikandar. Now I know why he calls you his Sikandars. Thank you.
Two more points that Baba speaks while he's speaking about Kumars. One is become busy man and not businessman. One reflection there is while we are serving, let's have a complete balance between taking care of self and taking care of others. And anything that we do that goes as a giver, and there is no expectation out there because a businessman will only think about transaction. But Baba here is talking about be busy in service and in remembrance of Baba. That's one reflection. And the second point he speaks here about is those who are full of treasures will find poor people. Uh, Rameshbhai, would you like to give some reflection on this point that Baba's brought in?
Yeah, about businessman and busy man. Unconsciously, and as the time would have it, the quality of souls has got depleted to that extent that everyone has become was is becoming a bogey, someone who just wants, doesn't look at what they would be giving out. A businessman earlier would be someone who would be trading, who would be offering first, being a karma yogi, he would be offering a benefit for the others and make that as a means of his living or earning. But as the kalas started to get depleted more and more, the shift from being a karma yogi to becoming a karma bhogi, where I just think about what I want, even if that would mean that I am willing to cause a damage or a destruction at the other end. Or even I will be okay with the other person's loss because the other person's loss is going to be my gain. So all the whole purpose of doing business over the period of time has changed. But when you become a busy man, you become busy men into seva, into the service, and into using your intellect, knowing that Baba is your partner, rather, you are Baba's partner, the business. And it could be anything. People who might be there in the service industry also, professional industry also. Yeah, they are into the business of serving people, but they are only the instruments and not the start to end of all. It is the approach where Baba is the Karan Karavanhar and I am the Karanhar. I am just the instrument carrying out that task under the divine guidance of the Supreme Father. So when you become busy of remaining connected into one's remembrance and doing carrying of your task as a service and using your intellect to the optimum, then also you are doing what you need to do, but you're not becoming like the kind of businessmen they have become today, where it's all about looking at what is my benefit, even if it is happening at the cost of someone else. So the shift of approach from being someone who just wants to someone who is out to give, and whatever you get is an outcome of what you give out, is the shift that Baba's talking about. That's what my perspective is. If that answers what you were asking.
Yeah, this is the first point that I was asking. So basically, if you summarize it, it's busy man is someone who is a bhogi, is a yogi, and a businessman is somebody who is a bhogi. Uh, Correct me if that's what was the summary of what
Mm-hmm.
you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if we go to the next point where Baba says that if you are full of treasures, when you are full of treasures, you will find poor people to donate. That was my second question that I was asking you. How would we reflect this? Does that mean one reflection that I has, of course, you can continue further, is when we have all those treasures, the knowledge, and we practice that in our presence itself, there would be service that will happen, um, and the donation will happen subtly itself. Anything that you would like to add on this point?
Yeah. So one is that you accumulate and then say only if I have this much, only then I would give, versus having a Sudama approach. Okay. Having a Sudama approach that I will give from whatever I have. The rest will show up whenever it is meant to show up, because I'm not the one. I'm not the Karan Karavanhar. I'm just the Karanhar. So that shift about that, yeah, I mean, it's not the quantity of what you have, it's the quality of what you have. When you are filled and fulfilled with that, is when you will look out for souls around, more and more poor souls. And poor doesn't mean financially poor. Talking in terms of the sanskaras, the values, the virtues, the oblivious world that they would be living in, the unaware world. That is the poverty that Baba is referring, according to me. When you are fulfilled, not quantitatively fulfilled, you're filled with the fullness of the quality of what you have. And that happens when you are in the remembrance of one. To the extent you are in the of one, you are fulfilled. And then all that you have is to give because it is getting filled up from the, the source. But when there is depletion, where anything comes, where you quantitatively start to measure and you feel that, oh, where do I have? Okay, I think now I should save this a bit for myself, which is not wrong, but it's limiting. That's it. But when there is a continuous ongoing connect with one, the feeling of depletion doesn't, right? That world is only not there. So again, if I reflect onto what you are saying in this moment, as you asked what you asked, what I can get for myself also is that be only connected to one and be in the fulfillment of that. And that is like being continuously, ongoingly wealthy. And there is a quote that I had read somewhere that when you want something, it says God fulfills something that you need. So the right things will show up at the right time in the right proportions. So God will fulfill what you need. He doesn't fulfill what's your greed. So when you want something, and if it is not getting fulfilled, then it is not your need, it's greed. And I've been so profoundly impacted by this statement that whatever I may feel the need is not the need. Whatever he feels is the need is actually the need. So when you make whatever your need is, get it related to the need that he will feel that you have, then the suffering is over. Then there is no question of not being fulfilled or not having enough. Then the focus is only going to be okay, who next, who all I can keep on contributing. The focus is not on you, the focus is on actually looking out for such souls, depleted souls, with an opportunity to elevate them. That's my perspective.
Yeah, thank you for that deep journey on that point.
Vimesh, just once again, that sounds spiritual, but I would feel incomplete if I just don't tell you here. Last year, I read about this Ratan Tata's, I don't remember that boy. The need, what made him really open that senior citizen thing, and the need to open a center for stray, the mental thing which he had, I think one should read it. It was absolutely mind blowing for me to hear from our youth when you said about you should be full to give all. I think you should read that, his podcast which had come about, what made him really start this at such a young age. That I just wanted to share that function.
Got it. All right. So it's 5:59. Let's take a minute in silence before we complete today's session. Let's take this moment to thank Bap Dada, express our gratitude, for contributing the quality of such values, such perspectives, the gratitude of choosing us as his children, the gratitude of giving us this palna, continuously protecting us under his canopy, under his umbrella. Gratitude of not giving up on us, even at times when we may have gone back to our old patterns. Gratitude of hand holding us, to show us the purpose of our life. Thank you, Baba, for making us a part of this privileged category. Om Shanti. See you again tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Have a blessed and a blissful day. Om Shanti.